Spring Framework Interview Questions and Answers. Beginner means advanced. Introduction. This is a structured set of commonly asked Spring Framework interview questions with clear answers. It covers Spring Fundamentals, Dependency Injection and IOC, Spring Boot and REST APIs, Spring MVC and Security, JPA Hibernate Integration, Microservices and Cloud Concepts, Performance and Production Best Practices. Spring is one of the most widely used Java enterprise frameworks. 120. Spring Basics. 1. What is Spring Framework? Spring is a Java framework used for building enterprise applications. 2. Why use Spring? Dependency injection, modular architecture, easier testing, enterprise scalability. 3. What are Spring modules? Spring Core, Spring MVC, Spring Boot, Spring Security, Spring Data. 4. What is IOC? Inversion of control, object creation managed by Spring Container. 5. What is dependency injection? Injecting dependencies instead of creating them manually. 6. Benefits of DI. Loose coupling, easier testing, maintainability. 7. Types of dependency injection. Constructor injection, setter injection. 8. What is bean in Spring? Object managed by Spring Container. 9. What is application context? Central Spring Container Interface. 10. What is Bean Factory? Basic Spring Container. 11. Bean Factory versus application context. Bean Factory means lightweight, application context means enterprise features. 12. What is @component? Marks class as Spring Bean. 13. What is @autowired? Automatically injects dependency. 14. Example, @autowired private user service. 15. What is stereotype annotation? Specialized component annotation. 16. Types of stereotype annotations. Component, service, repository, controller. 17. What is service? Business logic layer bean. 18. What is @repository? Data access layer bean. 19. What is @controller? Handles web requests. 20. What is Spring configuration? Defines beans and application setup. 21 to 40. Spring Boot and MVC. 21. What is Spring Boot? Framework, simplifying Spring application setup. 22. Advantages of Spring Boot. Next, auto configuration, embedded servers, minimal configuration. 23. What is starter dependency? Pre-configured dependency bundle. 24. Example starter, Spring Boot starter web. 25. What is embedded server? Built-in Tomcat Jetty server. 26. What is Spring MVC? Web framework for handling HTTP requests. 27. What is dispatcher servlet? Front controller in Spring MVC. 28. Request flow in Spring MVC. Client means dispatcher servlet means controller means service means response. 29. What is REST API? HTTP-based service architecture. 30. What is @REST controller? Combines @controller plus @response body. 31. Example REST API. @REST controller, public class user controller. Get mapping, users. Public string users. Return, users. 32. What is @request mapping? Maps URLs to methods. 33. HTTP method annotations. Get mapping, post mapping, put mapping, delete mapping. 34. What is @path variable? Extracts URL parameter. 35. Example. @get mapping, user's ID. 36. What is @request param? Reads query parameter. 37. What is @request body? Maps JSON request to object. 38. What is response entity? Full HTTP response control. 39. What is validation in Spring? Input validation using annotations. 40. Example validation. @not null, private string name. 41 to 60, Spring Data JPA and Hibernate. 41, what is Spring Data JPA? Simplifies database access using JPA. 42, what is JPA? Java Persistence API Specification. 43, what is Hibernate? Popular JPA implementation. 44, what is entity? Java class map to database table. 45, example entity, @entity public class user. 46, what is @ID? Primary key annotation. 47, what is repository interface? Data access abstraction. 48, example repository, public interface user repo extends JPA repository user long. 49, what is CRUD repository? Basic CRUD operations interface. 50, what is JPA repository? Extended JPA repository features. 51, what is Hibernate caching? Improve DB performance. 52, types of cache, first-level cache, second-level cache. 53, what is lazy loading? Loads data only when needed. 54, what is eager loading? Loads related data immediately. 55, what is N+1 problem? Excessive database queries. 56, how to solve N+1. Use fetch joins, eager loading carefully. 57, what is transaction? Group of operations, executed together. 58, what is @transactional? Transaction management annotation. 59, what is connection pooling? Reusing DB connections. 60, what is Hikari CP? Default Spring Boot connection pool. 61 to 80, Spring Security and Microservices. 61, what is Spring Security? Authentication and authorization framework. 62, what is authentication? Verifying user identity. 63, what is authorization? Checking user permissions. 64, what is JWT? Token-based authentication. 65, what is OAuth 2? Authorization framework. 66, what is bcrypt? Password hashing algorithm. 67, what is CSRF? Cross-site request forgery attack. 68, how Spring prevents CSRF? CSRF tokens. 69, what is CORS? Cross-origin resource sharing. 70, what is microservices? Small, independently deployable services. 71, Spring Boot versus Spring Cloud. Spring Boot means app framework, Spring Cloud means distributed systems tools. 72, what is Eureka? Service discovery server. 73, what is API gateway? Entry point for microservices. 74, what is Feign client? Declarative REST client. 75, what is circuit breaker? Prevents cascading failures. 76, what is config server? Centralized configuration management. 77, what is distributed tracing? Tracking requests across services. 78, tools for monitoring. Check, Splunk, Datadog, Prometheus. 79, what is Kafka integration? Messaging, event streaming support. 80, what is asynchronous processing? Non-blocking background execution. 81 to 100, advanced Spring concepts. 81, what is AOP? Aspect-oriented programming. 82, what is aspect? Cross-cutting concern logic. 83, examples of AOP usage. Check, logging. Check, security. Check, transactions. 84, what is Spring Batch? Framework for batch processing jobs. 85, use cases for Spring Batch. Scheduled jobs, file processing, ETL systems. 86, what is scheduler in Spring? Runs tasks automatically. 87, example scheduler, @scheduled fixed rate equals 5,000. 88, what is actuator? Monitoring and management endpoints. 89, what is profile in Spring? Environment-specific configuration. 90. Example profiles, Dev, QA, Prod. 91. What is exception handling? Managing application errors. 92. What is @controller advice? Global exception handler. 93. What is DTO? Data transfer object. 94. Why use DTO? Check. Hide internal models, improve API design. 95. What is scalability? Ability to handle increasing load. 96. What is caching in Spring? Store reusable data for performance. 97. What is Redis integration? Distributed cache support. 98. What is Docker in Spring? Containerized deployment. 99. What is CI/CD? Automated build and deployment. 100. How to master Spring. Understand IOC and DI deeply. Build REST APIs. Learn Spring Security and JWT. Practice microservices. Build production-grade systems. Final summary. Spring interviews focus on dependency injection and IOC, Spring Boot and REST APIs, JPA Hibernate, Spring Security, microservices and distributed systems, scalability and performance. Key idea. Strong Spring developers understand both Java internals and enterprise backend architecture.